Put your hands together for Big Money Day Prague!
Keep your hands still.
Way to spill your beer. It's a sad, sad day. Alrighty then, I'm really excited to be here. This is everything I wanted and more, which means I got a bunch of stuff I didn't want. Alright, I'm going to start this act with my usual survey. By a round of applause here, who hates the sound of clapping? You sadistic bastard! I'm just going to warn you before I begin, my act will be full of bad language, because I both swear and kind of suck at grammar. Some people would say that I rape the English language. I look at it in more positive terms. I have my way with words. So I used to keep a baseball bat by the front door for intruders, but one home invasion later I realized it's best not to arm the assailant. Thank you for getting it. Sometimes in my time of need, I think that I should look to Jesus, but he's never standing next to me. I tried, turning to Jesus to help with my alcoholism, but all he does is turn water into wine, which isn't fucking helpful at all. Well, now that I'm quitting, it's a fantastic trick normally. Every so often I'll look at my 7th or 8th beer of the night and think to myself, someday I will successfully complete an AA. This isn't really a joke, just a bit of advice for the rest of you. Just remember this, in the whole entire pantheon of rape, at least with date rape, you get dinner and a movie.
Wow.
Holy crap, that works! Thank you for that round of applause. When I was actually younger, I lost my little brother, and I really miss him, but I almost begrudgingly have to admire just how good he is at hide and go seek. I tried organizing a search party, but let's just be honest, loud music, promiscuity, and drugs, while fun, are no way to find a person. My thing is, if a search and rescue team gets lost, who goes and looks for them? I am currently single, and I've had relationships, but let's just be honest, if you stay in any one long enough, the whole thing just goes stale, you get used to it, because in the end, good girls go bad. So I did the only thing I can think of. I got a mail order bride, but it didn't work out, so I returned her. Then I went to the award shop and got myself a trophy wife. I didn't put her on a pedestal, she just came that way. So I recently wrote my imaginary friend a postcard. All it said was, "I wish you were." I miss that guy. He was the one who finally convinced me to stop taking hallucinogenics. The coolest thing I will say about hallucinogenics, though, is thanks to them, you could pass any drug test with flying colors. When I was younger, I actually wanted to get into the competitive drug taking, and I was hoping someday to make the record books for the all-time high. For a while, I was actually in the Guinness Book of World Records for a while for most attempts without getting a world record. Then I got that one, then I didn't qualify. When I was younger, my father wanted me to be like a track star, but I really didn't want to. So every time we talk about it, I just run away. But he thought I was practicing. I was kind of good though. For a while, I was in the 50-yard dash and the shot put. I'm the only person in the whole world to ever hit themselves in the back of the head at 50 yards. I think everybody should be more like me. I think you should actively pursue your dreams by rolling over and going back to sleep. There you go. That one took a minute, but that's cool. So, fun fact, I went to college. I got a criminology degree. For those of you who don't know, that's the study of how people commit crime. Not as interesting as I had originally hoped, but I wanted to be a comedian, and I checked, you can't go to college for comedy, so I'm flipping through the book, I go, construction, nothing, fuck it, criminology, there we go. If I was a little more patient, one more page, and I've been a dancer. in one of my classes, I had to do an assignment where I had to take a list of a statistic, and I completely forgot to do it, but I didn't want to fail. So at the last minute, I didn't have anything. I wrote a list of homicide survivors.
I did it.
We just had like a big group. We can explain it. Come up to me later. I'll explain the one you didn't quite understand. So I never got the expansion pack for my History of the World game. So it's all like pre-Columbian, which sucked because I was exploring the other day and I fell off the world. I recently built a car out of like scrap parts. It's like a Frankenstein's monster truck or something. But it's cool because now I'm getting money from the government for it because it's 1/8 Jeep Grand Cherokee. There you go. And just because my brother's here, you know, want me to tell this joke. When I have a kid, I want to name it like Spartacus. Just because I really want to imagine the incident when he's in school the first time, doing attendance. All right, Spartacus. Spartacus. Which one of you is Spartacus? Every one of you is Spartacus. Of course you are. I don't care if nobody else did it. I did it for him, and he looks happy. So woo! Another fun fact: I actually once had sex with Pandora from the Greek myth, and it's absolutely true. There is no good that comes from opening that box.
Oh boy. Definitely getting better.
I recently went to Lost and Found to see if I had my virginity, because it turns out I did not love her. Like I said, I'm currently single. Before this, I didn't have a trophy wife. I had an honorable mention girlfriend. I'm just like doing point-and-shoot jokes. I don't know any sort of segue or logic behind this. Whatever pops into my head, we're going with. When I was younger, I was always bad at art class, so I did the only thing I could think of to pass. I went experimental. Handed in an empty sheet of paper and told the teacher I drew a blank. I once actually entered an art contest. I entered myself as greatest creation ever by God. I won best Fluxus piece. If Fluxus was, that would be funnier. So I'm just going to do some ones that are really just fun for me at this point. Am I the only person who seems to be bothered by the fact that marionettes are constantly having seizures? Oh my God, somebody else knows what a marionette is. I'm delighted. You have no idea. So I think that's enough for now. My train of thought is completely derailed. So I'm just going to end on this note, a piece of advice for all of you. In the end, if you can't beat them, sue them for assault. Thank you, Dave Prague.